Hello there. Welcome back to Create Accounting. This video, we want to look at preparation of wage journal. So we are going to look specifically on 4.2. So this is a question paper of June 2023. So we are going to go through what is required and answer the question. So the question reads: we are provided with information related to CJB traders for June 2023. The business manufacturers it sells track suits. The business employs two workers working to produce track suits. Then on 4.2.1, it reads prepare the wages journal for the last week ending on 30 June 2023. So this question has got 36 marks. So this is the question that we want to look at specifically, which is 4.2.1. So if you go through the question, you would see that we have got information that we are given. Uh, the workers are employed by the business are expected to work 40 hours per week. However, due to power cuts, employees worked as follows. So this is the information that we are given in terms of Mbambo and C. Ronaldo. Then I were given overtime of Mbambo and C. Ronaldo for 15 hours each. And then the overtime rate is double the normal rate. So here, very important, when we are applying now the rate for the overtime, we should know that we are just multiplying by 2 because it's a double for what we are having on the normal rate. So the normal rate is just above, and then we've got overtime below. So this is what we are going to do. Then we go to the next page to see what we have there. So on the next page, we are now given the instruction in terms of how to calculate the deductions. We've got pay as you earn, which is pay is 26% of gross wages. Then Mbambo, that is for Mbambo, and then for Ronaldo, it's 31% of gross wages. And then we've got pension fund, which is 80% of basic wages, which is going to apply to both workers. And then UIF 1% of gross wages applying to both workers. Then the medical aid is deducted as follows. And we are given a specific amount in terms of Mbambo, 1,150, and then C Ronaldo, 1,790. So this is what we have. Then also we have got the employers' contributions. We have got CJB traders contributes on rand basis towards unemployment insurance fund, which is the UIF. So it means if it's rand for rand, it means the same amount that we are having for the employee, which is the 1%, is also going to apply for the employer. Then 12% of basic wages on pension fund. Then for the pension fund, we are going to say 12% of the basic wage that would have found in the calculations in the wages journal. Then I see JB traders also going to be two rand 50 for every rand deducted on employees for medical aid. So what does it mean? It simply means we for the medical fund, we are going to multiply by 2.50 the amount that we are having in the employee section. That is for Mbambo, we've got 1,150, we multiply by 2.50, and then we do the same to Ronaldo. So this is what we have. So this is the wages journal that we have of CJB traders on 3rd June 2021. So according to what we have there, we are supposed to start by entering the sections of basic wages or the normal time, whereby we've got hours, rated amount. So we are going to pick the hours that we are given in the question, and then we also pick in terms of the overtime hours. Then we also enter the rest. So if you go back there, you'd see that what the information that we are having in the question, we are having that we have got 40 hours for Mpampo and C Ronaldo, we've got 35 hours. And remember, the workers are employed by the business are expected to work 40 hours per week. So it means 40 hours is the maximum in terms of normal time. But we're having for Mbambo exhausting all the normal time hours, which is 40 hours, and then for C Ronaldo, 35 hours. So we can start with normal, which is here. So here is where we have got the normal time or the basic or the calculation of the basic wage. So the 40 hours is for Mambo, and then the rate is 240. And then for Ronaldo, we've got 35 hours at a rate of 340 per hour. So we are just going to enter as such on the answer section. So if you go there on the answer section, we're just going to fill as it is. So we are here. We are saying for Bambo, the basic or the normal time, we are having 40 hours. And the rate, remember, is 240. And then for C Ronaldo, we have got 35 hours, and the rate is 340. So for the amount there, we're saying 40 times 240, then we get 9,600. We'll do the same for Ronaldo, 35 times 340, you get 11,900. So this is what we have in terms of our basic wages. Then we go to overtime, we go and check in terms of overtime, what do we have there. So on overtime, you are seeing that overtime is here. This is our overtime. We are seeing Mbambo working 15 hours and see Ronaldo working 15 hours. Then on the rate, saying the overtime rate is double the normal time. So what does it mean? It means for Mbambo, we are saying the rate which we are having on normal is 240. Then you multiply by 2 since it's double to get the rate for overtime. So if you multiply by the 2, by 2 there, you are going to get 480. We do the same for Ronaldo. So for Ronaldo, we are saying 2 times the rate that we are having for normal, which is 340. Obviously, if you multiply the 2 times 340, you are going to get 680. So these are the rates that we have for overtime, 480 for Mbambo, and then for Ronaldo, it was 680. Then the number of hours, we were 15 hours each there. So we go there and enter as such. So we are here, we are saying number of hours is the same, we've got 15, and also here we have got 15. Then on the rate there, we have got 480 for Mbambo, and then for Ronaldo, we have got 680. Total overtime now we are saying 50 times 480 for Bambo, and then we get 7,200. And then for Ronaldo, we're saying 15 times 680, then we get 10,200. So this is what we. Then for the gross wage now, let's try to see how do we get the gross wage. So on the gross wage, we are now saying the basic wage or the normal time amount plus the overtime amount. So basically, we are here. We are adding this figure in this figure. We're adding this figure and this figure to get the gross wage. So we say 9,600 plus 7,200, you are going to get 16,800. So here 16,800 is representing the gross wage for Babu. And then for Ronaldo, we are adding this figure and this figure, that is the normal time amount and the overtime amount. Then we get 11,900 plus 10,200. Then we get 22,100. So this is what we have in terms of the calculation of the gross wage. Then we go to the next table that we want to complete there on the calculation of deductions. So we are seeing that on deductions, we've got a pay as you earn payee, pension funds, medical aid, UIF, and then we have got the total. Then finally, we have to calculate the net wage. So on pay as you earn, you go to the question to see what the instruction is we have in the question in terms of calculation of pay as you earn. But we come here, that's why we go the deductions calculations. Pay as you earn is 26% of gross wage. So basically, we are saying 26% of gross wage. So we go there. Remember, we've got the gross wage that we have there. So if you come here, I would say that this is the amount that we are having of gross wage. The gross wage here, we have got Mbambo here, 16,800, then we have got Ronaldo, 20,100. Then we are told that it's 26%. So what are we going to do? We are going to say 26 over 100. Then you multiply by 16,800. This is for Mbambo. And then you calculate there what you get. Let's try to see. We are now on. Let's try to see what do we get there when you say 26%, which is 26 over 100, and then you multiply by 16,800. Then you are going to get 4,368. So here we have got 4,368. That is from Bamboo. And then we go to the next one, which is Ronaldo. So for Ronaldo, remember, we've got also 26% applying there. Let's try to see if it's the same rate that is applying for Ronaldo on calculation of pay. It's 26% of gross wages for Mambo. Then for Ronaldo, we are applying 31%. You see now it's come different. So we come here, we remove the 26% and put 31. So here we are now saying 31 over 100. Then we multiply by the gross wages, 22,100. Then we multiply that, then we get the figure that we get there is 6,857. So these are the figures that we have for pay for Bamboo and Ronaldo. This is 4,368 and 6,857. So we go there to fill that. So we are on pay as you earn. So what we are saying here now, we are saying we have got 4,368 for Bamboo. And then for Ronaldo, we have 6,857. So this is what we have. Then we go to the next one, which is pension fund. On pension fund, is saying 8% of basic wages, which means it's going to apply to both workers, 8% of basic wages. So we go back again and make calculations. Right. So on basic wages, we go there again to see the answer that we have for basic wages, and then we are going to say 8%. So we are seeing that for basic wages, we are having 9,600 from Bamboo, and then we've got 11,900 for Cloud. So when we say 8% now, we are going to say 8% is 8 over 100. This is from Bamboo, then we multiply by 9,600. Then we multiply by 9,600 over 1. Then what we get there, let's try to see, 768. So this is from Bamboo. Then for Ronaldo, again, we say 8 over 100. Then we multiply by the 11,900. We multiply that one, we get 952. So this is the calculation that we have there. Then we go down to end of that. So for pension fund, we are saying 768. And then we've got for Ronaldo, 952. Then we go to medical aid. Again, we go to the instructions to see what are they saying about medical aid. So on medical aid, they are saying they are giving us, before you go to medical aid, we've got UIF, which is 1% of gross wage. 1% of gross wage, obviously we go there to calculate that one. It's applying to both workers, 1% of gross wage. So we go back and use the gross wage amounts that we have. So we are here, we are saying 1% of gross wage. So for Mbambo, we are saying 1% is 1 over 100, and then we multiply by 16,800 as the gross wage there over 1. So that is what we have. Then we get 168. So this is what we have for Mbambo. Then for Ronaldo, we are doing the same. For Ronaldo, we are saying 1 over 100, and then we multiply by the gross wage that we are having there is 22,100 over 1. And the answer that we are supposed to get there is 221. So we are just going to pick those figures, that is 168 and 221. Then go and enter those ones on the answer section. We have got UIF. So on UIF, we are saying 168 and 221. Then I will go to medical aid to see what are they saying about medical aid. Medical aid, we are given specific figures. We have Zimbabwe saying 1,150, and then we have 1,790 for Ronaldo. So we're just going to enter them exactly as they are. So for medical aid, we are saying we have got 1,150 for Mbambo, and then we have 1,790 for Ronaldo. So for the total deductions, what we are saying, we are adding this one, plus this one, plus this one, plus this one, then we get the total for medical aid, which is 6,454. Then we go to the next one, which is Ronaldo. We add this one plus this one plus this one plus this one. Then we get the total, which is 9,840. 9,840. So this is what we have on total deductions. And remember the net wage now, calculation of the net wage, we are now saying net wage is equals to gross wage minus total deductions. So basically that's what we have. So on our gross wage for Mbambo, gross wage, we have got 10,000. Let's try to see. On gross wage for Mbambo, we have got 16,800. So we are saying for Mbambo, we are saying 16,800, and then we subtract the total deductions that we have there, 6,454. And then the answer that we are supposed to get there, let's try to calculate there. We are supposed to get 10,346. 10,346. So this is the figure that is coming here for net wage for Mbambo, 10,346. Then you go to net wage for Ronaldo. Let's try to see on net wage for Ronaldo. Right, for Ronaldo, we are saying the gross wage that we got on Ronaldo is 12,286. Let's try to see. Gross wage is 22,100. So we're saying 22,100. We're having 22,100. Then we subtract the total deductions, 9,840. Then the answer that you are supposed to get there, let's try to see. The answer that you're supposed to get is 12,286. 12,286. So this is the same figure that is going to come in. So this is our net wage. So that's what we have in terms of a calculation of net wage. Then we go to the next table where we are now calculating the employer's contribution. So this is the employer's contribution. Employer contribution. Right, on the employer contribution also, we are given instructions on how to go about the calculations of employers' contributions. So we are saying if you come here, go to the instructions. Here, that's where we are having the instructions of the calculation of employers' contribution. Here, we are saying CJB traders contributes on rand-for-rand basis towards unemployment insurance fund. That is UIF. It's using 1 for rand. It means the same amount that we are having in the employees calculation, the same amount that is going to apply for the employer. So we come here, just pick the same amount that we used for the employee. If we go back, you see that for UIF, you've got 168 for Mbambo and then the round of 221. So this is the same amount that is going to apply for UIF. So we just come here, say here we've got 168 and 221. So we get 168 and 221. That is UIF. Then we go back again to check the next instruction on the calculations. The next sentence is saying, and 12% of basic wage on pension fund. 12% on basic wage or pension fund. So we come here, we know that is 12%. So pension fund here, we are using 12% of basic wage. So we can just come here. So we are saying for Mbambo, we are saying 12% is 12 over 100. Then you multiply by the figure that we have for basic wage for Mbambo, which is 9,600. And then what we get there, we get 1,152. Then for Ronaldo, we do the same, 12 over 100 times the basic wage that we have for Ronaldo, which is 11,900. Then the answer that we are supposed to get there is 1,428. So these are the figures that we have. We have 11,000. Sorry, we've got here we have got Let's try to see the figures that we have there. We have got 1,152, and then we got 1,428. This is for Mbambo, this is for Ronaldo. So this is what we have for pension fund. So we are coming here. We are saying for Mbambo, we have got 1,152. Then for Ronaldo, 1,428. So this is what we have. Then we go again to check in terms of medical aid. Medical aid, they are saying CJB traders also contributes to R2.50 for every rand deducted on employee for medical fund. So what does it mean? It means the medical fund for the employee, we are going to multiply by 2.50. We are going to multiply by 2.50. Specifically, we are saying we multiply by 2.50. We are just taking this and then we multiply by the figures that we have for the employee. So we go there. We are saying the figures that we have in terms of medical aid. You can just recheck those figures. Then you multiply them by 2.50. We are seeing that medical aid, we put 1,150 for Mbambo and then not 1,790. So basically what we are saying for Mbambo, we are saying 1,150, then you multiply by 250. Let's try to calculate that one. 1,150, then you multiply by 2.50. Then we are going to get 2,875. Right, that's what we have. Then for Ronaldo, we do the same. We have got 1,790. Then we multiply by 2.50. And then the answer that you are supposed to get there, you're supposed to get what? 4,475. So this is what we have. So we are going to pick them as they are. We are saying 2,875 for Mbambo, 4,475 for Ronaldo. So we just take them as they are and put them here. So for medical aids, we are saying for Mbambo, we have got 2,875. Then for Ronaldo, we've got 4,475. Right. So this is what we have. Then obviously now we need the total, whereby we are adding this one plus this one plus this one, which is 1,152 plus 2,875 plus 168 to get the total for employer's contribution, which is 4,195. Then for Ronaldo, 1,428 plus 4,475 plus 221. Then the answer that you get is 6,124. So this is what we have, guys, in terms of the preparation of the West Journal according to the question paper of June 2023. Those who have subscribed, please subscribe and share. We are still coming to more videos as you prepare for exams. As for this video, I'm signing out and we'll meet again in the next video.